Good morning everyone. Today an on the run review of the PUMA Magnify Nitro 2. Let's go. Good morning everybody and welcome to Bideford parkrun. Today we're taking the PUMA Magnify Nitro 2 out for one of their very first few spins. See how they get on, see how they perform. My first run in these shoes. Before I go on with this honest review, PUMA have sent me these shoes for review, for testing, to share my thoughts with you, but they haven't asked me to say anything. So my thoughts and opinions are my own and completely honest review and opinion and all that sort of stuff. So a few stats on these shoes. So they're a daily trainer from PUMA, premium upper knit. You've got a huge slab of foam. I think this is the biggest slab of foam that PUMA have ever put on the bottom of their running shoes. 40mm stack height, a 10mm drop, so 30mm at the front, and it's just that big slab of nitro foam that I've seen in the DV8 Nitro 2 and the Forever Run Nitro 2. But this is just one single slab of foam, no carbon plate in there, no dual density stuff going on. The shoes weighing in at about 280 grams in my size, which is UK's 7.5. So not the lightest shoe by any means, but they're aiming for the daily trainer market here, a shoe you can put on for long runs and just feel comfort mile after mile. But let's see how they get on. Alright, Bideford parkrun in the bag. Still the best way to start Saturday morning with a parkrun. But first thoughts and first impressions on the shoe. So, as I said, 280 grams. Probably one of the heaviest shoes I think I've put on my feet for daily training. But surprisingly, it doesn't feel too heavy and clunky underfoot. However, it's all that nitro foam. There is a lot of that foam in this shoe, but they feel quite rapid, very responsive, and yeah, I'm not noticing that weight underfoot as much as I thought I would. So run that parkrun in about 20-21 minutes, something like that. Yeah, I managed a sprint finish at the end just to pick up the speed and see what the shoes could do, and again it felt pretty responsive. Didn't feel like I was fighting against the shoe. So that element of the weight is surprising. Comfort is brilliant, really comfortable shoe. I mean, they market it as a long run daily trainer, and that's exactly what it is. Really happily put these on my feet for those 20 mile long runs during a marathon block. Like most of the PUMA shoes I've worn, pretty wide around that midfoot section, and in forefoot too, so plenty of room. They really remind me of the Asics gel Nimbus, just in terms of wind has really picked up now, but just in terms of their comfort, their plushness, just the way the foam is just soft and it's forgiving. So the knitted upper, enjoying that. That feels pretty good. I've always liked the way knitted uppers kind of hug your foot. And yeah, without being too restrictive, kind of allowing a bit of flexibility there too. Yeah, so a decent upper, feels pretty breathable and well constructed too, and I keep saying that really for the whole shoe. Another Puma shoe that I've tried that just feels really well constructed, well put together. It's gonna last the course. And something that has been surprising me with Puma shoes is the Puma grip. I think they could well be some of the grippiest road shoes I've ever worn. And it feels pretty durable too. I'm really enjoying that. Even though it's summer, we've had quite a lot of rain in the last month or so, particularly in the last couple of days. So the roads are still a bit greasy, a bit slippery underfoot, but got a lot of confidence in these shoes. So I love running here with these views. Amazing. So good after all the rain that we've had. Right, so I've pretty much come to the end of my run now, but yeah, I think the grip's brilliant, really confident. Puma grip on all the shoes I've tried has been brilliant. I think in this release as well, they've thickened that rubber just as a sort of update, just to give the shoe a bit more durability for those long runs. With how well the shoe's built, I think it's going to go the full 500 for me. Probably even go beyond that, 600, 700, 800. I wouldn't be surprised. It's all down to that. Yeah, it's all going to be down to that nitro foam, I think, and seeing how that holds up. Got a feeling that will be the thing that gives up first, if anything, at around about 500. And we'll see how this goes. So, initial thoughts. Comfort's brilliant. That lock around the heel, really plush, very comfortable. Not any sort of worrying movement. Got a really wide platform, so they're nice and stable. Good for running on untired legs. Foam feels really good. Really loving the Nitro foam, particularly in the DV8 Nitro Elite 2 and these shoes. It really just comes to the fore. Just a fun shoe to run in. And then you've got the upper, that premium knitted upper, very comfortable, stretchy, and wraps around the foot, offers decent support, quite breathable. And then the other thing I think that Puma are smashing out the park at the moment is the designs and their colorways. Love how bright they are. Across the board of their running shoes at the moment, they've got some really awesome sort of neon colors. Make it a lot easier to find those shoes in the dark, and as you're running as well, as you look down, it's cool to see that sort of blur of movement going by. Something I think they could improve for the next iteration, just that weight. Again, it doesn't feel like a heavy shoe underfoot, but I like most of my shoes to be sitting around the 260 or under mark. So perhaps cut away a bit of that rubber and that outsole, just to expose a little bit of foam, just to have a few cutaways, just to lighten the shoe a little bit. So yeah, how I see this one fitting into my training then. Puma have been very kind and sent me across all of these shoes now. So I've got the Nitro Elite carbon plated shoe. That's coming into the fore in kind of speed workout, speed sessions. Love putting those on my feet for those. Then I've got the support shoe. That's the Forever Run, a Puma Forever Run Nitro 2. That's good, I think, for those recovery miles. Maybe you've had a big session earlier in the day. I'm doing double runs now, so this is what I'm thinking. So earlier in the day, and then a quick sort of 20-30 minutes recovery run. That's where they're coming in. And then these are those daily trainers, those foundation runs, where you're going out for maybe 40-45 minutes, an hour or so. And those long runs, you could happily go 20 miles plus in these shoes. Even the ultra marathon kind of distances, I wouldn't be too worried about putting these on my feet at all. They just feel really comfortable. No kind of rubbing issues, no overheating. That foam is just properly soft. When you hit like a bump in the road or something, you can still feel it, but that foam is really just cushioning your foot. Over the long run, it's going to come to the fore. Yeah, Puma, if you can make the next iteration just that little bit lighter, that'll be a win for me. but again, I don't think the weight of the shoe is particularly noticeable at the speeds that you're going to be sort of plodding along with these shoes on your feet. So yeah, that's my first thoughts, my first impressions review. Looking forward to clocking up the mileage in these over the course of my marathon training block. Heading to Eden Project Marathon in October, training for this one as if I was heading to London, sort of using this as a dry run, so adding in double runs again, adding in the recovery runs, and I've been saying this for a while, getting that strength work in there as well. So just tweaking things, trying to make those double runs sort of fit into my life, so when it comes to April, I know exactly what to do. But yeah, looking forward to clocking up some mileage in these. I'm sure they're going to be on my feet a lot. But thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And until the next one, be the best you.